Hello everyone, WildTrekker here. Welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play series in the 1.9 snapshots. And I'm doing a little bit of branch mining, so I've just been down here for a little while, just doing a bit of branch mining in between time. Did I put some stuff in here? I did, so yeah, smelting a few bits and pieces there. So found a few more diamonds, got some more to be doing though, so yeah, just getting all those things in between episodes really, because they are a little bit boring. You don't always find lots. They are quite good for upping the tools, because my tools are pretty shot. This was down to about 20, back up to 239 durability, which is good. This one not so good because yeah, 165 on my Silk Touch. It doesn't have mending on it at the moment, and I don't know whether I can put it on, but it's definitely not repairable. This is all looking pretty good in terms of resources, so, and load more in there, so that's working nicely. Yeah, everything's starting to really come across nicely now here. So we've got some more building to do. I just want to show you very quickly what I've been doing in the Nether, so let's just pop in there and have a look. Here we go, guys. As you can see, it's changed a little bit here in the Nether. Yeah, I've been having a little bit of fun changing this room out. Well, first of all, I made this room, and it took quite a while. And I've just gone down there, and I don't know why. That was a bit silly, really, wasn't it? Let's get that dirt block. I thought it was a bit higher than that, but obviously it wasn't. I think it was my try and stop any spawning pigmen coming in here. Which it kind of did, but then I realised actually they can spawn on these spots here. So yeah, a few spawnable spots in here, but I've kind of used the dirt and made it with the new path, because I think that looks pretty good. And I wanted an earthy feel in here, but I didn't want to use just normal sort of grass, because things can spawn on normal grass like these guys, but worse still, ghast. I think I had about 12 ghast spawn in here whilst I was digging it all out and making it up and that sort of thing. So yeah, so we've got our tunnels down there, but I'm in two minds about these guys. I'm not quite sure if we're going to stick to rail in here or use some other travel method, because rail's quite good because we can go that way and then keep on going in that direction. It's faster than running, but there is another method we can use, which is really to do with boats. So tell you what, let's just jump into a creative world and I'll show you what I mean. So here we are in a creative world, and we've got a railway as if we had one in the Nether. Now what I want to show you is I've done some tests. Now at the moment there's a bug, and the bug is I can travel on this rail track from the beginning where we were. I get to about this point and the world freezes, so it doesn't load, it doesn't log, and yeah, the only way I can actually get out the minecart is switching from creative to you know, sort of watching kind of thing, spectator mode. So that's a bit of an issue. So there's a bug still in here which kind of prevents the rail track going long distance, but there's also a time issue. Now I was doing some tests the other day, and it was taking a fair while, but it was a lot quicker to travel. It's a bit like flying really, as you can see. We're going a fair speed, and if we can do that in the rail tracks, then that's great. However, still in this current version, we're on 46A by the way, we've got this. Now ignore the leaves, I was just trying to see if it still worked with leaves, because leaves don't allow things to spawn, and therefore you can't get pigmen spawning on them. So that was the theory behind that. But yes, here we've got a piston with a slime block, and when you press it, that's all that happens. Now down here we've got a torch which is one away from the slime block. Now the thing with boats, if I place a boat there, I can't place one there. I've got to place it, well, I can't place it there because of that slime block. So for boats you've got to have that space there, so there is still the hitbox in between these two. Okay, now the other thing is, and let's just put that block back because I don't want to have it interfering. If we place a boat on this torch, okay, it is in there, so when this slime block extends, it will move the boat. So what we can do is actually jump in the boat, and we have to have it facing this way because the boats now you can only rotate 180 degrees. But if I press the button, look what happens. We go moving, and this is roughly about 5 times faster, I think I made it, than the rail track. So it is quick. It doesn't cause any problems when we get past those points there, but it means we can travel actually the fastest we can travel in a straight line without doing something really complicated, and we can stop there. And I guess if we really wanted to, we could have a sort of a two-way thing where we break it on a cactus and all that kind of stuff, but it's just as easy to sort of jump out the boat there, and then if we want to go back again, we have one of these at the other end, and it doesn't matter what kind of boat we use, we just hit it and we go flying. And this is A, faster than rail, B, cheaper than rail, because we don't have all the resources of the rail tracks as we do, and it's quieter than rail, which is also pretty good because it's nice and quiet. So, but it is a bug. I don't know whether it'll get fixed or not. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I think there's certain situations where this will be quite good. So that's why I'm really in two minds to what we do in the Nether. We might have to end up incorporating 3 systems. So railway for shorter journeys that might go around corners, and longer journeys using the boats. So yeah, I think we're going to leave the actual tunnels and things like that until we get the full release. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Now you're probably wondering what this is. Hopefully it looks a bit like a tree trunk to you, or the start of one anyway. So yeah, I was trying to think about what could I have in here, and I wanted to bring nature into it, and I thought, how about if we build a huge tree? Then that does mean I'm going to have to take more ceiling out of there, and as you can see, if we just go up this ladder and up into here, and there's a reason this is here, you can see there's still a fair more amount of netherrack above us, so that's quite good. So we could probably take out as much again, make this a really large room, because what I'd really like to do, as you can see, I've stuck some leaves up there just to get an idea, but it needs to go up higher a little bit, and yeah, probably put some leaves up there and that sort of thing. We're obviously going to have to watch out we don't get any fire. I did put some leaves in the floor before and they caught on fire, but we got rid of where the lava was for that. So this is a current project I'm working on, and the reason for the ladder, well, let's show you now. So what are we going to do? Well, it's simple. It's wither time. Wither boss, you are mine. We are going to fight the wither. Now I have decided to do this the safe way, so I'm not really, well, I suppose we could do a proper wither fight, but I don't really want to. I wanted to set this up, which is a safe wither boss fighting area. So this is all based around, oh, this could be a problem because these guys are in here. That's something we're going to have to fix before we do it. But yeah, what you need to do is find a place in the Nether where you've got a 3x3 area of bedrock, and as you can see, even though we've got that one there, there's one behind it. So this is a 3x3. Now every Nether ceiling is the same in every single game, so therefore these coordinates will be the same for you guys. Basically, you just have to go to -152 up in the ceiling, -130, and you'll find it. But there are some closer to 00 and that sort of thing. You can do a search on it and you will soon find them. But I wanted to create this because it's just a nice fast area for creating and killing withers. Now this essentially has got to be below this block here, which is the middle block. It's got to be 2 blocks gap, okay, if that makes sense. So we're going to have 2 blocks gap, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this into a T-shape just so we can do it, because withers now can be spawned in any direction, so you don't have to be upright when you spawn them. So this is where we're going to do them, which is also going to be good because it's going to allow us to keep our distance from this guy as well, because we don't necessarily want to be up in his face. We want to be about here when we're kind of killing him. Now the idea is when a wither spawns, wherever its tail is, that's where it'll spawn. So wither is 2.5 height, So when it comes up here, it'll float up and its head will basically be in the ceiling. So that's great. That's what we need. That's the theory anyway. I haven't actually tested it in this snapshot, which is a bit of a pain. Now the other thing, I'm worried about these guys, because whilst the wither might not kill me, these guys might, which is a bit of an issue, because I did see it in somebody else's video that I know, and unfortunately when the wither spawned, its blast hit one of these. They got angry with him rather than anything else, so because he'd spawned the wither. So that's a bit of an issue which I'm not prepared to deal with. So you guys are going to have to leave the party. It's time to go, but I don't know how far you need to go to leave the party. That's the trouble. Oh boy. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is, have we got any other blocks in here? Let's get some of these blocks crafted up that we need. We could make some half slabs of these and make this area safe, but what we're going to do instead is we are going to make a wall, because if you get angry, that's fine, you know, we'll deal with it. So you can't get out of there. Good. You gonna stay over here? Yeah, you probably could get out there, but now you can also get out there. You can't get out. Okay, and you, my friend, do not want that. Where are you going to go? You going over this side? Fine, that's fine. Look, come and see your friends over here, because if you're out the way, you can't hit me then, can you? Okay, where are you going to go? Fine, you want to stay there? Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? You kind of need to leave that corner, mate. Yep. See the way you're looking? That's where you need to go. Yep. Go. Move. Leave your friend. I'm going to have to just wall you in. You want to stay there, you stay there. That's absolutely fine with me. Oh, you're going to go down there now? Okay, that's fine. You can stay there, because then if you do get angry, we'll have to kill you afterwards, but we should at least be able to escape a little bit easier. So, yeah, you're safe there, you're safe there. Hopefully you won't get angry by this, and that bug has changed. And this won't all be a complete disaster, but we'll find out. Let's just double check. So we've got nothing in this space there, nothing in that space there, so it can spawn. We just need to put this here, and fingers crossed. There we go. He's in the ceiling, which is a good start. We've got the achievement at the beginning. Is that a different colour now at the top there with her? Right, I don't think he got angry, but we'll find out. Hopefully this isn't too loud for you, but we can just stand here, and as you can see, his missiles don't get us, don't kill us. Although it's of course I've got to do it slowly, haven't I? You can't spam this guy anymore like you used to be able to. So, but that doesn't matter. We can do it. It's safe. We need no potions, no special armor, just a sword. We could do it without anything if we wanted to. Boom. The beginning. So he did. You see there? So he did a bit of damage there. But I think that's because his missile came over that way there. These guys, are we friends? We're friends, aren't we? Yeah? Peace? Peace? Good. Okay. And we're friends, so that's quite good as well. So that didn't happen as I feared. Are we friends too? Yeah? Even though the wither was after you? Cool. So now we have this, which is great. We're going to obviously make it a little bit nicer. Kind of leaving it until I really sort of worked out. Oh, hello. Yes, we're friends. We said we're friends. Okay, you can put your sword away. Look, I've put mine away. Okay, look, I've got blocks. I've got potatoes. You want potatoes? Have potatoes. Yeah, so we've got this area. I just wanted to really see how much. So he kind of destroyed there as well. So we'll probably widen this room by 1, but after that I don't think it's going to mess anything up. And we'll make it look all and pretty and have a nice wither killing area. But more importantly, we've got a nether star, so let's go and make ourselves a beacon. You dropped your potatoes, how rude. We're going to make ourselves a beacon. See you later, guys. Right, let's see if I can remember how we craft these things. I think it's 3 across the bottom of those, and the nether star, and it's a beacon. And what we need to do is place it somewhere. So let's just do this first of all, but we are going to go and set up a big beacon, because you can't get the next achievement, I don't think, until you get the full-size beacon. I think that's what it is. In fact, let's have a look at achievements. So we still haven't done diamonds to you. That's something we're going to have to do, and we haven't set up our 1K rail track either. Let's have a look at the end. Adventure time. I'm not going to do all that. Create a full beacon. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to create a full beacon, get an upgrade, overpowered, eat a notch apple. And that's changed actually in the snapshots. It used to be craft a notch apple, but we can no longer make them. So yeah, I think they're only found, and yeah, you can't do it otherwise. Otherwise we've got pretty much all the achievements, which is good. Cake, it's a lie. No, it's a lie, we've done it. We've had cake, it's a lie. Right, let's see now. So this supposedly has changed as well. We've just upgraded, by the way, to 15W47A. So in between killing the wither and crafting this, there was a snapshot came out. Now, what we can do, let's just break one of these up a second. So we've got a few more ingots, but we used to be able to only place 1 in there. But evidently that is still the case. However, right, so we still got this glitching problem that you have, that sometimes it doesn't actually, yeah. That was always a problem before, wasn't it? Shouldn't be a problem now. We've just won. Should be able to choose it because we're on layer 1. But I have had this in the past before where we haven't been able to get it in. So maybe, no, it's not letting me choose it at all. But yeah, it would seem to be some glitchy thing that I used to get where if you tried to select it, it wouldn't, and then every now and then it would. So it was almost like a timing thing. So not quite sure what's happening there. What was I going to have a look at? Do we have a hopper? We do. So one of the new things evidently with this snapshot is you can actually use hoppers to interact. Now you can see when we use a hopper to interact, we can have a lot more ingots go in there. So yeah, which is quite good. And evidently you don't lose your ingot either. So right. Let me see if I can get this working in a minute, and then hopefully we'll come back. Oh, I know what it is. Duh. Excuse me. Yeah. Beacons don't work if you haven't got access to the sky, do they? Right, let's try this again, shall we? And this time we'll do it properly. That was just a test for you guys, just to see if you could spot the deliberate mistake yes, that was done. Right, okay, so that should be better. Look, there's a beam now. Well, that was close, actually. I didn't really look up. But yes, there's a beam now. And we've got the option of haste or speed, so we can switch on haste, but we can't put in that many, but we can click on it and it's in there, but it has gone. So yeah, but hopefully that gives us haste, which is cool. We've got a beacon. So we do have a lot more iron though, and I haven't even touched the iron farm. This I just got from our base. The other thing about this snapshot is stained glass. So previously, if we wanted to change, and this isn't really going to be very good, but if we wanted to change the colour of the beacon, we would stick a glass block on it, and that will enable us to change it to that colour. Nice and simple. However, now we can use glass panes, because not only do they work, but glass panes, as you know, when we stick them on their own, these are only sort of, what, 2 pixels? Yeah, if you look at the bottom there. So it's kind of two sort of squares, 2 pixels by 2 pixels. And this beam is a lot more. So when you stick that in there, it's cool because you do not see where the glass pane is, but there's a glass pane inside there. And you can then stack these things, which is really cool because now we can actually have a lot of fun with beacons in terms of changing their colour and doing all sorts of things, which if we just turn that off is no good. But if we take the beacon out, you can see the glass panes are there. So let's just get a couple of blocks, get myself up high. Right, and let's go for blue. No, blue, not beacon. Thank you. That can go on top of there. And then we can go for white. And that can go on top of... no. Too much to hope for, wasn't it? Too much to hope for. You can tell I've been mining because I got those in my inventory instead. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So let's get rid of those blocks. And now, when we put our beacon down, boom, we've got this colour effect. So yeah, you can do some pretty cool things with beacons now because of the fact that these glass panes don't actually physically connect anywhere. Before we used to have like a cross shape, didn't we, and it looked a bit odd, but now you can hide them completely inside there, so we can have rainbow beacons and everything. It's left down to your imagination, and I think if you have beacons all by the side of each other as well, you can imagine lots of different coloured beams and so on and so forth. So yeah, we'll just have to decide which colours we want in our beacons. Probably blue, so we could keep the sky blue. Not sure. We'll have to have a think and a play, and we shall see. But what I need to do is get back down to mining level, and we're going to stick this down there as a full beacon with haste. So we are going to make ourselves a little pyramid here. So the base of it has to be 9 by 9. For those who've not used beacons before, most of you probably have. And it can be any of the sort of blocks, such as iron, sort of like the jewel blocks, if you like. So there's iron, gold, diamonds, or emeralds. So any of those can be used for this, and any mixture as well. So I always like to mix up the top layer. Got plenty of iron now. We've got the iron farm going, so yeah, not really a problem. That, however, is a problem, and you can come out and go there. There we go. That's better. We will have to light this up though, because yes, mobs can spawn on this, and we do not want creepers spawning on our iron farm, do we? So no, not on our iron farm, on our beacon. That would be disastrous. We only need one in the middle there. Why did I put 2? I don't know. Right, let's get the rest of these blocks down. So it's a layer of a 9 by 9, and then it's a layer of 7 by 7. And you can probably guess the pyramid goes 5 by 5. So most of the iron is taken up on these 2 base layers. Then it gets a little bit easier as far as the maths go. So it's yeah. But it does take just over 2.5 stacks, I believe. 2 stacks 64, and I think 36. So yeah, it's a lot of iron, but thankfully we had a lot from mining previously. And I'm stuck on the roof. And then we also had, obviously, shooting gold, we got quite a bit of gold as well. So this will be the top layer then. Cool. And then this is going to be where we need to start going upwards, because yeah, hopefully nothing falls on the head right there. No, we'll get the coordinates of that. So there we go, we're minus 898799. Okay, so that's pretty 898799. Cool. Because we'll go at the top and probably work our way down, and hopefully we don't hit anything on the way. Stick that on the top there, and then obviously that will then start coming out. So we don't need to put any lights on it here though. Yeah, it just doesn't need any glass on it there, because we can do it at our leisure at the top. We don't really need to see it down in the bottom, and it doesn't matter if we stick torches on these things. I am going to light it up. The last thing I want is anything spawning on here, particularly creepers, and blowing it all up. And of course those coordinates will be under the water, because our entire swamp is covered in water. So I'm just going to go straight down and hope that I don't hit anything at all. This entire area has been mined, so and we're there. Whoa! Achievement get, Beaconator. Achievement get out of here. Can't. Okay. Right. We've got some coal on the way up as well. That's pretty good. So we have a beacon. Now, the great thing is, you saw how fast we mine here. Which pick have I got on? I got my efficiency 5. So, this is how fast we mine. Which, you know, is a lot better than the basic stuff. But, what we want is efficiency 5 mining. So, let's put that in there. Let's put on haste 2. Click done. Check we've got that, and we have, and that should give us no, we don't do that side. That side's looking nice, isn't it? What about this side here? Oh yes. Instamine. Oh yes, that's what we want. Mind you, it is going to eat through our picks, but what it should enable us to do is actually, when we're doing this, it won't mine the ores very quickly, but everything else it should be able to mine very quickly. So it is going to make it a much quicker job, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. We can't get those bits up. What have we got? Too much cobble, too much that stuff. Did we pick it up? Yes, we did. We might as well get this while we're here. So brilliant. We've got ourselves our first beacon, the Beaconator. So that's pretty cool. And it means we can do a lot more mining down here, and should we want to, we should be able to hopefully get some more iron, because at the moment we've got 23 more blocks there, and I dare say that we'll have more in the iron farm. So in fact, shall we go and check that out? Shall we do that as a matter of course? Let's go and check that out and see how much iron we've got in that iron farm. And probably if we AFK there, we're going to need 9, 18, probably 18 stacks. We won't have that. We've probably got about 3. But yeah, if we can get 18 stacks of iron, it means we've got a spare load of iron for a beacon. And if we spend more time in the nether anyway, we might get some more skulls. We got, well, it's not bad, is it? It's a lot more than I was expecting, so that's pretty good. So what we kind of want to do is fill up these 2 rows with iron. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? If we can fill those 2 rows up with iron. And here comes another guy, and this guy is not swimming, which is really good. Now we've changed that lava across. He's no longer swimming upwards, whereas previously he was. So just a thing to note there, really. Just make sure you use 1 lava source. And we got some more iron, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy. What we ought to do is have a think about this colour. What do we want? What colour do we want? What colour should we have? Should we just keep it blue, or should we keep it white? I don't think we should keep it white. We can get some yellow. We can get lots of different colours, can't we? So I'm going to go for blue for now. Let's just stick that on top of there. Oh, is that because it's through the water? It's then doesn't colour like that? Ah, there you go, you see. So it's, yeah, because of the water, it's not going to do that. So what it needs to have is, let's have a look. So if we place blocks going up here a minute, it will turn off, but that's fine. The blocks are not there for anything else other than to place that piece of glass. And then the glass is still there, as you can see. And then when we get rid of these blocks, it should turn back on again. He says there it is. And when it comes out of the water, it's light blue. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. No, we're not. We're going to make it purple as well. We could actually make it purple and blue all the way out, couldn't we? It's going to take a lot more glass, but that'll be a lot more fun. Now the thing is, I'm probably not going to get to the top of this, am I? Let's stick. Can we stick there? Let's stick that there, not there. Then we can jump up there, way, and then that can get stuck on the top. That work? There it is. Yes. And then we could probably place another one on top of that. Somewhere there. There. And it's blue again. Or is that a different blue? Of course, it's going to be mixing the two together, isn't it? So, interesting. We'll leave it like that for now. That's a different colour, isn't it? That's fine with me. We've got a nice beacon. So, let me know in the comments, though, what colour should we have it? It's kind of blending in there. Do we just want one single colour? Do we make a whole rainbow of colours? I don't know. You tell me in the comments and we'll make it that colour. So, yeah. But I like that. In fact, I do like the purple more, I think. But I think that's probably going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Do leave me a comment. Click on like if you've enjoyed it. And, of course, subscribe if you want more. Yeah. Am I Steve? I'm Steve. I'm Steve. Put that on. You don't notice so much. Oh, that's the other thing as well. Look how that armour looks weird. So they're doing something with transparency in skins or something. So yeah, transparency in skins, and it's kind of not quite right yet. It's obviously only a snapshot, but see if we can just jump up here, turn around. Yeah, so that looks a bit weird, doesn't it? It's a bit strange, but yeah, hopefully some cool stuff. But things are happening in terms of skins and all that kind of stuff as well, and that's probably why I'm Steve. But never mind. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.